So you say that, this is a pretty bold statement, we should only have 3 core values?
Yes. That's actually from Ken Blanchard. It's a paper that he wrote. It's a lot of his stuff. But
right, sure.
You and I geek out on politics. Ken wrote a white paper on how to turn around the American government. He wrote it about 5 years ago. I actually flew out to San Diego and got the interview on film.
This.
We went through the entire white paper, and I asked him questions because he's 83 now.
Well, yeah, he's a legend.
And I want this to live forever.
Oh, that's great.
But in that white paper, he repeats some things that he says about organizations. He says, one, people can't remember much more than 3 or 4.
Yep.
And so here's a neat thing I did. When we realized we suffered from this problem, we had 7 or 8 core values. They were vague business language, those kinds of things. I decided we're gonna shrink it to 3. But we're actually going to film a little documentary about redoing our mission statement and core values. So when we had our first meeting to talk about this, I actually had our camera guy come and I said, hey, pull people out of the room one at a time and ask them what our core value is on camera. And one of our team members was able to say one of our core values. That's it. That's how hard it is.
Well, sure.
So imagine one not having a mission statement and not having core values, right? That would be like me calling you saying, hey, Ken, you want to go on a road trip with me? What's the first question you ask?
Yeah, where are we going?
It's exactly what your team is doing.
Yeah.
You're saying, let's go.
Yes.
And they're going, where?
That's exactly right.
And when your mission statement
exactly
is,
right.
we exist to be more productive and provide efficient solutions to innovative problems, they're going,
it's like a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah, well, it's like this. It's like, Ken, let's go on a road trip. Don, where? To a place where the sun is good and the air is temperate.
Yes.
And you're going, where?
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
That's exactly what we're doing to our teams. And not unlike the whole Viktor Frankl thing, they wake up in the morning, they have a problem they're solving for other people is akin to mental health. It's associated perhaps with mental health. If you ask people to show up every day and you don't tell them what we're building, why it matters, and where it's going, you are really hurting that person's mental health. They have to sit there for 8 hours and work for absolutely no reason.
That's right.
You take somebody and you say, listen, I'm going to give you $85,000 this year. Say that the most they've ever made is $30,000. I'm going to give $85,000 this year. Here's what we do. Why don't you take this pallet of bricks and build a brick wall on that side of the parking lot. When you're done, I want you to chisel that brick wall down and build it on this side of the parking lot. When you're done, I want you to chisel that down and build it back where it used to be. You're going to do that for a year, and I'm going to give you $85,000. They'll last a month.
Absolutely. That's what they did in concentration camps.
It's awful.
I mean, this is a fact.
It's an
this
awful
is a
thing
form
to do
of
to
torture.
people. Yeah. So we got to get our mission statement right. That's the negative. The positive is when you actually get the mission statement and core values right, you motivate, inspire a team, you unify a team, and you immediately increase productivity and efficiency. It is the cheapest thing you can do to increase the efficiency and become a lean machine is mission statement and core values. So that's the importance of the mission statement.
Absolutely.
Mission statement is the plot of the story that you are inviting people into.
Where we are going, why does it matter, what's my role? These are 3 key questions that you say you've got to be able for someone to simply understand the answers to those questions within the core values and the mission statement, how they work together.
That's right. So your mission statement and core values work together to answer 3 questions that every employee has. And that is, where are we going? Why does it matter? And what's my role?
Right.
So if you tell mission statement is where are we going and probably why it matters. It's going to answer both of those.
That's right.
And so after that is core values, which is what's my role. And this is an umbrella version of what's my role. What's my role needs to get down. We're going to talk about execution later. And what's my role really needs to get down into what am I supposed to do today.
Right.
But in the core values really are how am I supposed to behave. And so if I hire an actor, if I'm a director of a movie and I hire an actor and I don't give them a script and I don't tell them what this character is about, what they're like, who they're supposed to be, that's a form of torture also because we say action and they don't know what to do, right? They can't wing it. They need to know what this thing is about. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to behave? And so those core values are incredibly important. They should be actionable. So our mission statement, by the way, our mission statement will change. We already have a second iteration of our mission statement that will launch 48 months from now. But right now, we're just doing we exist to train the world's greatest business leaders, and our mission statement will change to most companies don't develop their people. We exist to develop the entire American workforce. That's our next mission statement 48 months from now that we haven't even made public, because we need to do this first, and then we will do that. So there's a long-range vision. Now, how are we going to do that? There are 3 core values. One is be the guide. And what we mean by be the guide is in everything that you do, help the customer win. Period. Help them win. Find out what their finish line is and get them there. Help them get there. Second is be ambitious. So we want to always say, we're here to win. I mean, we're here to win a Super Bowl. And third is be positive. Now, they are not only, so that's about it. I mean, I could add a fourth, and believe me, I want to, right? There's so many great core values I want to add. They won't remember the fourth. Remember the problem I had at the beginning of the year?
Sure. Yeah.
They don't remember them.
Right.
I've got it on video. It's hilarious. So they're going to remember be the guide, be ambitious, and be positive. And they're actually in rank order. So they cancel each other out. They can cancel each other out. If I'm trying to help a customer win, right, but that customer, they paid $3,000 to be at my workshop. They're sleeping in their car. The ambitious side of me would say, I don't want to comp their hotel room or give them some cash, because that's not going to help us win. But the ambition comes second to be the guide. So if I say my main ambition is to help this guy win, my second one is to be ambitious, then I have to say, you know what, helping this person win cancels out my ambition. I need to slow down and help them win. That's the most important one. And then the third is be positive. And we actually say, there's a sentence behind each of these, be positive. We say in almost every situation, we see the bright side. And I put the word almost in because if a tree falls on top of the office, I don't want somebody walking in and going, sunlight, right?
That's a good point.
There are certain reasons.
Yeah.
So they have to be in rank order. Ken Blanchard talks about Disney parks core values. And their first core value is safety, right? And then they have courtesy. So if I'm being courteous to a customer and I hear somebody screaming, I need to stop being courteous to this customer and go with the primary value of safety. So really your core values are informing how people should live within the workplace. They're incredibly important.
Yeah. I want to touch on something, and then we'll move on, but I want to touch on what I think is a reality, and that's some people struggling with looking at their business. We have a lot of small business owners, as you know our audience well. So let's just pick plumber, electrician, or some type of trade, okay? Now, you and I can sit there and come up with 8 reasons why that company matters tremendously.
Yes.
But I think some small businessmen and women, they have a struggle going, as the leader, as maybe the owner, how does this matter that much? Nobody really brags on us. Nobody talks about us. We sell windows or whatever it is. How do they overcome this idea that, I'm having a hard time coming up with why what everybody else is doing matters so much?
Well, let's talk about just a mission statement for a plumber. Mission statement for a plumber might be, we help fix people's pipes or whatever. But I would actually come with something much better than that. I would say we fix people's plumbing and ease the tension of having a stranger in their home. Yeah. You see what that actually motivates very different behavior.
Yes.
Our dishwasher went out 2 days ago. And we called 6 different plumbers. None of them could get to it till Monday. My sister is visiting town. We got dishes piled up. I think we have 10 people coming over for dinner tonight, all family. And we need a dishwasher. So my assistant, who's a miracle worker, found somebody. 65-year-old man comes into our house, and my wife immediately falls in love with this guy. He's the sweetest, nicest guy. He says, look, he's brutally honest. He says, this is a $3 part that they're charging us about $250 for, and I have to mark it up. You can actually get a new dishwasher for about $200 more than what I'm charging you. We can have it installed. It's $500 to fix this. And I just want to be brutally honest. It's actually a $3 problem because this is what we have to charge. He's brutally honest. Sure. And my wife said, I'll get the checkbook. Because I don't want this being in a landfill. Yeah. You're telling me it's going to last another 5 years. Right. And it would cost me another $200 to replace it, and we don't have a dishwasher. Yeah. And he said, well, I just wanted you to know everything that we know.
Right.
You think we're calling him again?
Absolutely. And telling everybody
and telling
the story you just shared.
EntreLeadership.
That's right.
And I don't know what their core values are, but my guess is
Right.
one of them in that culture
Right.
is honesty.
That's right.
They are honest with the customer. They
That's
consider
right.
them partners
Yeah.
in solving their plumbing problems.
Yeah.
And we'll go
the
with
point
them
you're
again and
making
again.
here is we had a similar story. Big giant planter falls off the front of the house in the middle of winter, rips off 5 pieces of siding. My house is exposed. Can't get anybody out there.
Yeah.
Find a contractor. Guy comes out, makes a point to get it all taken care of quickly.
Yeah.
He's my wife's favorite guy on the planet, above me.
Several
levels above me.
I got a little jealous of this guy, 65-year-old guy fixing our dishwasher. Too.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
And so that's the point is, if you're trying to figure out all this romantic language, don't forget what you've taught me. And that's why I set you up to answer the question. You're meeting a need. It's peace of mind.
Yes.
What that guy did on my siding thing was not fix something ugly. My neighbors know me. They know we're not the Clampetts.
Yeah.
They know I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
It was peace of mind about weathering. Is water going to get in down and cause a $10,000 problem? This is what I'm worried about.
You're often solving the problem that is not the problem you're solving. You're solving the emotions that come with the problem that you're solving.
Preach it. That's it.
And so when you understand that,
that's it.
And you instill that into your core values, you provide direction, you create a team alignment, unity, you give people mental health, and you add value to your products. And that value makes your products worth more. It makes people enjoy them more, talk about them more. Here's the great thing about mission statement and core values. It is completely free to create it and to instill it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to cost you some paint on the side of a wall, maybe a couple T-shirts, a hat, coffee mug, whatever. And it will direct your entire team.